Greetings, geeks and geekarellas. It is me, I am back. Oh boy. Yes, it's time for this again. Though I need to fix something real quick. That ending. Damn. But anyway, before we get into that, we need to recap the episode. And before I get to that, spoilers for this whole episode. And I really suggest that if you hadn't seen it, you go watch it and come back. Because, oh my god. This show just keeps getting better and better, and it's so surprising me. Honestly, bold claim. But I think this is probably my favorite DC show currently on. Right now. Like, not with Arrow and Flash, like, overall, just with their current seasons. I think Krypton is a lot better, because, oh my, I don't even know how to recap. So we start off with a flashback for Adam to find out that in episode 1, when he left us, where did he go? Apparently he went to green screen land. That was so... Even though I love this show and I love this episode, that was a little too green screeny, that scene. But anyway, he goes to talk to his people. Well, the people that he stole the device from. His little time travel device. And ominous voice chastises him. And a woman voice comes up saying, give him a chance. I need to Google it, but I think that might be, if you know Adam Strange from the comics, I think that might be his girlfriend turned wife and friend turned father-in-law. I believe. I could be wrong. But I believe that's them. And they're in this pristine white area, and they talk about how Adam is kind of a failure and that he runs from trouble all the time. And he's like, that's who I used to be, not who I am now. And he's like, give me a chance. And so they do. And we get back to him in modern time. He tries to go to Kim. Well, Kim runs in. Kim, I believe that's his name. Runs into him. The houseless bartender. And Kim convinces him to wait. And he will arrange a meeting with Seg. And so he says, okay. But, I'm going to do non-linear jumping just because to make things convenient. But next time we see them, Kim is distracted because he's focused on shit. I feel so bad, but I'm forgetting the little girl's name. But the little girl from before that he bonded with that calls him Uncle Kim. And Kim actually ran into her earlier, and she's basically hopped up on Voice of Ra juice, clearly clinging to religion, because she is in grief for her mom. Shit. Just remembered where that story ended. But anyway, Kim says that there are a lot more stuff to do, a lot more stuff important than some future imaginary man who may exist. And Adam's like, okay, I'll help you with her. Which was cool to see, because I'm really loving their friendship. Also, Kim, one of my favorite lines, the episode, I yelled a lot. So, yeah, we'll meet up with them later on. Well, I'll just say this. Following Adam. Adam goes off and is like, okay, well, Kim can't help me. So he goes to Papa Vex and tells him about everything. Tells him about the Seg and them's plan. And he's waiting for that to be over with when he sees little Gina. No, that's the name of Zod. The little girl. He sees the little girl, and she's murmuring to herself, focused and walking fast. I don't want to talk about that right now, so I'll hop back to the beginning of the episode. The main part about this, that was the subplot. The main plot about this episode was Seg and them going and trying to figure out, like, they come up with this plan to stop the Voice of Ra, because they find out through another scene with Kim, with the disavowed girl who has the writing on her face, that their little Genesis chamber thing where they make all their babies, and not in the sexy way. He's stealing their energy, and then he's zoned out while he's doing it. And so they decide, well, hey, we'll cut the connection that he has with the soldiers and then come in and kill him when he's distracted. And everyone's in on this, even Jaina and Nissa, and interestingly enough, Black Zero, who, fun fact, is led by the same actress who played the Shame nun lady from Game of Thrones. So you know she's kind of got bitch on lockdown. So they come up with this plan. Part of the plan has to do with the fact that Anissa, I believe that's her name. Nissa. No. I don't know, my head's all fogged up. But anyway. Lyda has to bring back Vin, I believe that's his name. The kind of guy that she had on a hook. Who she cared about and he cared about her. So, the other part of the triangle. Or square, I guess you'd say, if you include Nissa. Which you most likely should. They go back to retrieve his body because he's got a connection with the soldiers, and they find out that he's still alive. They bring him back to the fortress and they stabilize him, and then Grandpa L, like the AI, manages to make it so that they can cut off the connection. And right as they're doing that, Seg and them are fighting the soldiers. Which, by the way, Jaina kicking all kinds of ass. Taking down at least 4 guys all by herself. She's badass. Proving her Amazonian origins, which, by the way, for those that don't know, she was the Black Amazon on Wonder Woman. So, anyway, it's up to Seg and General Zod, and they end up shooting the voice of Ra so that he falls down this giant cavern. Everyone thinks that he's dead. General Zod has his suspicions. So, the leader of Black Zero says until they find his body, Black Zero will still serve with them. And Zod says, okay. And that's good because we find out that he's not dead, and he talks to the little girl. And this leads to the big what the fuck thing at the end. Because earlier in the episode, which by the way, if you can hear that, sorry. She walks up to the bar, Kim's bar, because Kim told her where to find him. In case she wanted to run away from the voice of Ra. But we find out that the voice of Ra and Brainiac, fuck this dude, turned her into a bomb. And so she explodes. But right before she does, Adam comes in with the hero moment, shields them, but activates his device, which gives a shield, so it shields Seg and Kim and everyone. Only one who's hurt is the person formerly known as the little girl. And then we see Adam, and he's no longer in the white. We see him where he lands. He's no longer in the white area. He's in a seems to be post-apocalyptic area, and there's a woman who looks similar to Nissa, but is probably a different person, but not the same person. She's got more of a pixie cut than just a short hair. And I think she's supposed to be his girlfriend. Or his girlfriend wife from the comics. And we see her in horrified. And then we end the episode with the words, "What the f-?" And then it goes off. This was really good. Just quick note. There was a cool thing that Jaina picked up. Which is that General Zod didn't come, and the revelation that Jaina actually picked up on, which was General Zod didn't come back to save Kandor. He came back to rule Kandor. Possibly all of Krypton. Like typical General Zod. But anyway, I've been going on for too long, been a little out of it, so I was a little slow. Sorry about that. Next time you see me, will likely be when I'm talking about the other famous member of the House of El, Kara Zor-El, Supergirl, Monday. Anyway, till next time, and beyond.